reporter, Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And the 76ers will play just this one game on the road before returning back to Philadelphia. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
Ready to go?
And for Philadelphia, they have performed above and beyond expectations thus far. As good as they've been, is it fair to wonder just how long they can keep this up?
Of course it is. I mean, I'll tell you this. They may have snuck up on some of their opponents here in the early season, but they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. Teams will be ready for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Carl Landry is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Sonny Weems. Then there's Okafor. Now here's Anderson. Felton dishes to McGee. That's good. McGee's got the first points up on the board here for the Mavs.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
Covington with the bucket.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Okafor grabs the miss. And so here is Philadelphia. And for JaVale McGee, what was once such a promising career is now, I think, kind of at the crossroads.
Yeah, you know what? He is capable of being a major rim protector and rebounder, but I think teams are getting a little bit impatient with him because he's just not mature to the point that you would have expected.
And so it's Dallas with him. 76ers getting the bucket. McGee sets the pick for Felton. Off the pick. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And for McGee, it looked like he had taken a positive step last year when it was announced he would sign with Boston. The front office even came out and sang his praises. Then negotiations fell apart and McGee didn't play again for the rest of the season. Another in a long line of disappointments over his career.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Felton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
You know, regarding McGee, he spent most of his career eyeing the money. He forced his way out of Washington partly because of it. Didn't sign with the Celtics because he wanted to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. He has to show that he can still play if he wants somebody to really pay. That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Felton attacking. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Felton's got his first points in this one.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Right side Landry. No good with the layup.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And for Raymond Felton, last year was nothing short of a disaster. Missed the first 31 games with an ankle injury sustained in preseason. And he played for a poor team. And things, you know, Greg, being the leader, the ball handler like you were, they just never got much better for Felton as the season went on.
Yeah, the problem when you have that issue early on, the season isn't going to wait for it. Right. You know, you're basically in catch-up mode. And so because of that, he never got into any kind of a rhythm when he was available to play. And that's not surprising, given that he averaged less than 10 minutes a game for the season after averaging 33 a game for his entire career.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Rick Carlisle. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, I think for a team that has the ability to control a game with its defense, that's where I would expect the focus to be.
And that's exactly right. I mean, if they're going to play to their strengths, they should be pouring a lot of effort into their defense. I think coach is coming into this one with the right mindset.
Here is Anderson. Philadelphia able to drain the three. The dish to Powell. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Smith drives in. Here's Thompson. The shot is off, and it's Dallas the other way. Felton kicks to Powell. Left side Anderson. Harris passes to Pachulia. This one for 3, and Felton with the basket on the assist by Pachulia. And it's 8 points for Raymond Felton.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Now here's Noel. Plays it up and banks it in.
Noel. Timeout charge to Dallas.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Talking about Jaja's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loves Jaja. Even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles.
Now, here is Smith. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And he gets the bucket.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Felton kicks to Anderson. Now the feed to Harris. Pass to Felton. And there's the pass to Powell. Trying his luck deep, and he's able to get it back. They shoot again, and Embiid pulls it down.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Smith with it. Thompson dishes to Noel. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks fans.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Smith is out there with Sonny Weems. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Carl Landry. And it's Okafor in at the 5. Weems passes to Landry. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor. But last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
And back to Carl Landry. Sophisticated scorer, a variety of post moves, a tough guy willing to play through pain, but he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue.
Shoots from 12. Weems' shot is good. Weems got his first 2 points of the night.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch. You know, visiting Carl Landry again here. I mean, he's a role guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line, gives you a little nasty and edge down low. Yet, you can't make him out to be more than he is.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And he gets it to go. Weems got his second basket. The Mavericks trailing. And here is Harris. It's Nowitzki, top of the key. They get it back. Tries again. No good from Lee.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Takes it off the glass.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Harris kicks to Felton. Nowitzki left side. From 15 feet away, Nowitzki can't get that one to fall.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Okafor, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on David Lee. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
The 76ers making a switch here. Marshall's checked in to the inside. Mejri out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
They get it again. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Clippers. Here's Covington. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
They set the pick. Feeds to McGee. Felton attacking. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay.
And the Mavericks call time here. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Noel comes in for Carl Landry. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Alex Thompson in for Sonny Weems. Philadelphia leading by 3.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
And that one's good. Noel.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
McGee sets the pick for Felton. Down low. And McGee kicks to Anderson. Here's Powell. And that one comes up a bit short.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
And so here is Dallas. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Felton against Thompson. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And the 76ers lead by 10. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Stolen by Thompson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Will it go? Nice shot by Felton. Felton has got 12.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things.
The clock runs out.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. In the second quarter, they imposed their will on the game and built a 10-point lead at the half. And if things continue to go the same way after the break, they're threatening to run away with this one. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And over to Kenny. Let's get your insights on Dallas.
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defensively. They have to do whatever it takes.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And now the third quarter about to get going. You have to like what you're seeing from Raymond Felton.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Anderson is out there with David Lee. Then it's Devin Harris. Then there's Felton. And it's McGee in at the 5. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. To the wing on the left. Lee against Landry. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
This is the Felton. McGee sets the pick for Felton. Takes the 13-footer. Deep 2 from Anderson. Here's McGee, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The 76ers leading by 5. Okafor, high post. Covington in the corner. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Left side, Anderson expanding his range. Shot is off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And it's McGee with the jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Dallas. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super sub.
6 to shoot. Pachulia with the steal. Felton against Okafor. Harris outside. Out to the wing. Lee kicks to Felton. Pass to Lee. He dishes it to Felton. Shot clock at 5. That's good. Felton has got 4 points in the quarter. You're talking about David Lee, the 2-time All-Star. Pretty much a starter most of his career, though. A big change, Clark, as he came off the bench this past season after he was injured in the preseason.
Yeah, you think about his game, though, Kevin. Highly skilled, mobile, smart. Gives you energy and scoring. I think he's ideal coming off the bench.
Outside, Felton. Pachulia dishes to Harris. Anderson right side. On the wing, Harris. Okafor with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Pachulia. And it's Powell in for Raymond Felton. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Nerlens Noel comes in for Carl Landry. Grant, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Ish Smith in for Sonny Weems.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Passes it to Powell. He feeds it to Anderson. Lets it go from deep. The shot is off.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Guarded by Harris. Kicks to Noel. The jump hook. Smith right side. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Anderson outside, out to the right wing. Lee against Grant. There's the screen. 6 to shoot. Harris. No good on the 3. Philadelphia leading by 8.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
To the left wing, and here's Anderson for 3. That's good. Anderson's got 6 points.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Smith kicks to Noel. Embiid the screen. Over to the wing. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
Yeah, and Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago was Nerlens Noel, who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year was Dario Saric, who played overseas, and now Embiid.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lee left side. Anderson kicks to Lee. McGee trying to break free. And the wing jumper offline. Smith with a wide open look. And the three ball is good. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harris can't get it to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 76ers ahead, up by 10. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next.
Check it out.
Every dime is a flake.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back.
I'm backing them down, standing tall like a stone.
Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Robert Covington, Okafor out there with Carl Landry, and it's Smith, and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
He kicks to Covington. Rebounded by Devin Harris.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
McGee a screen. Felton with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Okafor with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Thompson passes to Okafor. That's good. Okafor's got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
5 on the clock. Felton inside the three-point line, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Mavericks making a change here. Nowitzki's checked in. The 76ers leading by 12. There's the dish to Okafor. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Okafor's got 4 points in the quarter. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Dallas calls timeout. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Nowitzki against Landry. To the paint. Covington kicks to Okafor. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The layup missed. Harris outside. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's Nowitzki missing.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Harris. Nowitzki a screen. And here's Anderson from the arc. Landry grabs the miss. Landry's got his third rebound on the night. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks trail by 14. Anderson kicks to Harris. Puts up a three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Okafor's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Weems dishes to Okafor. 9 feet out. Pass to Covington. Now here's Okafor. Defense right on him. Now the feed to Covington. Okafor, the pass to Landry. It's tipped. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Lee comes in for Dirk Nowitzki.
And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Noel's checked in for the 76ers. To the middle. It's deflected. Now here is Harris. And here's Anderson from the arc. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Jacks up a 3. That's good. Weems got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
No good from Lee. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Weems, guarded by Harris. And here's Covington from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with your partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Okafor. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Outside, Felton. Powell inside. Noel on him. Out to Harris. Goes back up. No luck.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Can they get it? Got a piece of it. Pushing it up. And here we go. Covington with the bucket.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here, for sure.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan Player of the Game?
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance come from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.